can you imagine that you have, for example, cell phone that emanates vibrations that are really healthy for everything and everyone around you? Can you imagine that? Or can you imagine your computer or antennas that are emanating only vibrations that are really natural, for example, in attunement with Earth's energy field and in attunement with everything alive around you. So it supports only life. Can you imagine that? Well, this is the energy of creation. Hi there, I'm Petar and this is PetarSmiljana Qigong channel. First, I would like to remind you to subscribe to our channel down below. If you like our videos, you may support us by donating via PayPal. Today's theme is how to feel Qi. First, I would like to clarify what is actually Qi. Well, the Qi is the energy that is universal, that is all present in all the universe. You can find it in anything and everywhere. Its manifestation is in many forms. So you can find it in heat, in electricity, in bioelectricity, in life forms. Actually, the life is actually the representation of this energy. And also, if there was no Qi, for example, in stones or the so-called death matter, it wouldn't actually exist. It's a sort of glue. Qi is actually the consequence of something else which we cannot grasp. So we may say that's actually a glue or stuff that connects us is Qi, but I think, and many other old traditions and old cultures believe that there are some other even subtler how can I say, vibrations or something that is actually before the Qi energy. So we are just grasping it. We are at the beginning. We are not at the end. So let me remind you to join our exploration. The nature of this energy is actually neutral. On macro level, you can find we can see it as galaxies, as sun radiating heat. We can see it as storms, as trees growing from the earth, and so on. And on a micro level, we can see it as all the tissues and all the cells communicating as one in our body. That would be something that would represent the Qi on a micro level. How can we feel Qi? We can feel Qi as tingling, as heat in our hands or on our feet, or as for example when you do the Qigong, and maybe not in the beginning, and after a while when you were practicing a Qigong, you start to build this energy field around yourself, which you can feel as a cotton or water like feeling, or a balloon around yourself, growing and getting denser and denser as this energy is building up in your energy field. When you're doing Qigong, sometimes you can feel that the heat and the coldness are mixing. For example, you could feel some part of your body being cold and some other part being really warm, and this starts to mix to the moment where this heat or coldness is balanced and you are neutral, and the Qi is actually wants to go towards neutral state. It doesn't want to be polarized. It doesn't want to be one part of this and the other part of this, or being light and dark, or being water and being fire. And during Qigong exercises, we use this. We visualize. We can visualize this mixing of this heat and coldness, and because it accelerates the flow of energy in the energy field, and the feeling of this qi circulation. But the nature of energy or qi is actually neutral. When I started to get interested in energy or in qi, I got Reiki attunement in 1, and I was really young and unexperienced, and I started to feel these vortices in my energy field since I was focused, since my mind was focused on these chakras. I started to feel them, and after a while I had some unpleasant experiences, they were not painful, they were more emotional. I realized after a while that all of these experiences were based on energy level. I realized that I need to be more aware of what I do with myself, because, like I said, the energy tries to neutralize it, and when I do bad things to me, these bad things reflect outside. So while I was doing bad things to me, for example, I was smoking, I was drinking alcohol, I was doing some other stuff that I don't want to mention it right now, but these things needed to be neutralized, and well, they were condensed, in my field. And while I was doing the energy work, they start to unwind, and while unwinding, I was really experiencing deep emotional things, and they were not really pleasant for me. So this was one thing that I realized, that actually I'm the creator. I started to realize that I'm really a creator of my own reality, and the qi is actually only a neutral flow that flows through me, and I'm only a part of this bigger picture. How we use our reality and our consciousness? Well, consciously we are still a caveman. We are not really advanced people. And for example, we use this natural flow of energy, and we use it in totally destructive and negative way. Negative. So we use only one part. We split it, this energy, from neutral zone into positive and negative, and we use only negative part. And we should start to think about getting into this neutral state, start to feel abundance of this energy, and start to create the technology which will be based not on destruction but on the creation. Can you imagine that you have, for example, cell phone that emanates vibrations that are really healthy for everything and everyone around you? Can you imagine that? Or can you imagine your computer or antennas that are emanating only only vibrations that are really natural, for example, in attunement with Earth's energy field and in attunement with everything alive around you. So it supports only life. Can you imagine that? Not that we are surrounded with everything that is unhealthy, that is killing us, that is destroying us, that is destroying life around us. Can you imagine that? Well, this is the energy of creation. But first, you have to believe that Qi exists, that the Qi is reality. You have to grow from this level of thinking, from only facticals. You know, I don't believe anything which I cannot touch or prove. So you need to move from this thinking to the next level, which is the energy level and the vibrational level, and that we are living actually in a vibrational universe, and the energy is the main root for everything. Today, science try to explain pieces of knowledge that old cultures already explained and said everything about it, but the science is wrong, since it splits and try to explain only particles, only smallest pieces of this knowledge, and the old cultures used to do it in the whole sense. So there were no pieces left out from this wisdom. That's why today we cannot see the whole picture. For example, we cannot see the woods because there are so many trees. In Qigong you can find many sets of exercises to train this feeling of energy and energy field. But the main thing that might help you with this training would be experienced teacher who can help you with his own experience and with his own knowledge about energy and feeling of energy field and developed energy field. You can sense his presence, and well, you start to develop your own feeling of Qi. So experienced teacher can help you to start consciously lead the Qi through your energy field. Me and Smiljana are a couple, and we are partners in Qigong, and while we are doing Qigong, we are naturally I'm a man and she's a woman, and naturally we are yin and yang in its natural state. And while doing Qigong, this energy, while we are doing Qigong, we are sharing our energy through our unified field. So this energy balances itself, and we do it much faster than we were alone. For example, if I was doing it alone, it would be much slower. The same thing happens when you go to practice it with your colleagues. For example, if you go to some class, you're doing Qigong with your fellows, and it goes much faster than if you are doing it alone at home. So it's very beneficial if you join some class and you start doing Qigong with a group of people. I hope you enjoyed this video. May the Qi be with you.